Have some money saved up. Is it time to buy a house? 30-year-old male have saved $200,000 in a high yield savings account. Currently living with my parents and am debating whether or not to pursue a house or just get an apartment in this economy. I help them out with bills and stuff, so I'm in no rush to buy a house. That being said, I still feel like a child living at home. I also have a minor surgery coming up that's going to cost me around $6,000 that my insurance won't cover, so I was thinking get the surgery first, heal, recoup my losses, and buy a house or move into an apartment afterwards. Other stats: make around $105,000, maybe plus minus 1K a year. Take home is around $5,000 give or take. Pretty nice. Can add 300 bucks more a month if I change my 401k contribution to 8% instead of my current 13%. No debt. Props to you. Pay off my credit card in full every month with a balance of around 1k at the end of the month. Contributing 13% into my 401k. Company only matches 8%. That has around $110,000. Thoughts? Edit. I have lived by myself before, but ended that relationship and was essentially paying a mortgage, so I decided to move back in with my parents 8 months ago to try and figure this out. The thing is, I think it really depends on like what type of like lifestyle you really want. Because the thing is, this person is in a really ideal financial situation because you got no debt, you got a lot of money coming in, you got a lot of money saved, you got money going towards your investments at a pretty nice juicy amount. It comes down to like what type of lifestyle do you want? Now, from what it seems like, he seems like that he really likes to take care of his family or likes to help them out. So, if anything, if I was him, I'd probably be willing to like find something where my own residence doesn't really take much like time to like deal with, right? So maybe buy like a nice condo that's pretty close to the parents where yeah, you might be paying like some like HOA fees because of just like the maintenance of like the condo, but in terms of like you spending time taking care of it is basically nothing, and you could walk to wherever you really want to go, right? Like maybe you could buy something that is just like a one bedroom, one bathroom, or like a two bedroom, one bathroom, like okay condo in cash, right? Because the thing is, if I was in his situation, I would want to buy something in cash that I could afford to where like I just don't even want to mentally think about it, right? Because then I just have a whole bunch of money coming in. I don't got to worry about a mortgage payment. I could take care of my family if I live super close enough to it. So it's just like that's pretty much the route that I'd probably go. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with like doing something like that. And technically speaking, like this is like maybe more of like a cultural thing, but in a lot of cultures, a lot of people stay at home with their parents, like until they get married, and that's in a lot of cultures. So if you want to stay at your parents' home but like help them out, go ahead and do that. Like there's nothing technically wrong about you doing that, but if you are like bothered by it, then just buy something close to your parents. Buy something close to your family where maybe it only takes like a 5 minute car ride or 10 minute car ride to go there and help them out. Like there's nothing wrong with that. Let's see. Get out of your parents' house. It will change your life for the better. You can afford it, so get your own place. In terms of finding a companion, this will open doors for you that you don't currently have given the stigma. Rent before you buy, so you'll have a better idea of what you might want to own. As someone very similar to Op, I lived with my parents a long time in order to save money for a house. Moving out was hugely important. It allowed me to find a partner. With a partner, my housing options opened up significantly because we now had two incomes rather than just one. From a pure finance perspective, staying at home forever and investing the savings is the optimum move. Obviously, no one wants to do that. For your sanity and personal growth, I would suggest moving out now. Yeah. Let's see. I'm close to your age and have the same income. What I was planning to do is buy a condo. I am renting now, or I was waiting for the housing market to crash to then buy a house. Google some condos in your area, get your surgery first and heal. Like, come on, bro. You got 200K in savings. Make some moves. Let's see. The op says, until I tell them I live with my parents, I had a date last Saturday that went great. Ended up making out in her car after talking for 6 hours and some other stuff. She wanted to come over, but then I told her I had roommates. We couldn't do hers either, so we both went home. Depressed smiley, well, I don't know, like a frowny face, whatever it's called. Also, the type of house I'm looking at is around 350K. I don't know if I stay another year with my parents. I feel like I'm putting my life on hold. See, the thing is like, don't go for the 350K. Like, go find a home or a condo that you can afford and buy in cash, right? Now, technically speaking, this person could probably actually afford like a super nice home with like making like 100K a year, and also with 200K saved up, like they could afford a really nice home. But in terms of like probably what this person really wants to do in terms of like just having a like seems like a like very low stress life, go for something that you could pretty much either pay in cash or be very very close to paying off in cash, or like maybe it'd only take like another year to pay it off in cash, because one, the interest rates are horrible right now, but two, like there's really not much point to have like $200,000 in cash in a high yield savings account right now. Yeah, you're making some like good money per month on like the interest, but the reality is you're still not beating inflation. So it'd probably be better for you to just stick that money into like a home for yourself. Hmm. Anything else? Hmm. Let's see. That's a great amount in savings, but how much would the house cost? To go to extremes, if it was like a 150K house, it seems like a great decision. If it's $1 million home, it seems like a terrible one. Yeah, this person is definitely doing like super well in this situation. It's just to me, what I would do in this situation, right, is I would use this money to buy a condo or home that I can afford in cash, so that I just have no mortgage to really ever think about, and just be relaxing pretty much the whole time, because that is super nice. That is super chill. If you could like find a place where your housing cost is basically nothing, like that is amazing. That is beyond amazing. And also, it'd just be kind of nice to be able to like wake up and be like, oh wow, yeah, like I own this home. That'd be a pretty cool thing to say. But phew, that's pretty much what I do. Have it kind of close to the family to be able to take care of family, so that I'm not like driving 20, 30 minutes away to like go take care of family, because that would suck. And that's basically it. Because I mean, this person is doing pretty darn good in like every aspect of life, pretty much from what it looks like.